Michel Barnier has increased the fishing proposal on offer from Brussels in the crunch Brexit talks, as the bloc's chief negotiator offered to give back 25% of the EU's turnover from fish caught in British waters. Michel Barnier has increased the fishing proposal on offer from the EU by 7%, according to leading Brexit insiders. The EU's chief negotiator appears to have offered to return around 25% of the current EU fishing catch in British waters to the UK. This marks a 7% increase from the previous 18% offer, but it is still a long way from the UK's demand of 60%. Speaking to the BBC's Today programme, Peter Foster, the public policy editor at the Financial Times, said it was not clear yet if EU leaders had approved Michel Barnier's latest offer. He added that the EU's offer was still miles from reported UK ask of 60% after the UK compromised on its initial 80% demand. Mr. Foster explained, both sides have left fish to the end. Both sides are asking whether either side would risk a free trade deal worth £650 billion worth of trade for €650 million worth of fish, but that is where we are. This is all about what happens to the €650 million worth of fish. I understand that the EU might have gone up to offering the UK 25% of that. The UK wants 60%, so they are still quite a long way apart. He said that the UK was still resistant to giving any EU vessels access to its 6 to 12 mile zone, which is very important to the French. Mr. Foster added, the UK might have to give on that if the French give up on fishing quotas. The expert told the BBC, Barnier doesn't just have to erode British red lines on fish, but he also has to triangulate between EU member states. He has to find a deal for the Irish, the Spanish, the Dutch and the French, all of whom have different interests in the fishing industry. RTE's Brussels correspondent Tony Connolly revealed yesterday that Mr. Barnier was on the phone to leaders and senior figures from the 8 EU coastal states, essentially testing their room for maneuver on access and quota share, but getting strong push back. He added, the EU proposed a 10-year phasing-in period at the end of which there would be a review that would be tied to continued access to the overall single market. The UK proposed 3 years, after which all bets are off.